Ooh, can't wait to get to that Taylor Swift stuff. But wait, we're going to start here instead. New data this morning shows that the U.S. real gross domestic product increased at an annual rate of 2.1% for the second quarter of 2023. The Bureau of Economic Analysis, released the revised report earlier.
This comes as Wall Street is keeping a close eye on congressional lawmakers who have just 2 days left to pass a spending bill and avoid a government shutdown. For more analysis on this, I want to bring in Julie Pollak. She's the chief economist for ZipRecruiter, and this came up at the debate last night. Economy. What does this data tell you about the state of the economy right now?
So there are several key takeaways from this comprehensive revision. Number one, GDP was much higher than previously thought, and that suggests that the post-pandemic economic recovery was even stronger than previously reported. Number two, there's no recession in sight yet. The estimate was largely unchanged, and there was a bit of a conundrum before in the data. There was a massive divergence between two measures of essentially the same thing, the size of the economy, GDP and GDI. The downward trend in GDI in two prior quarters was actually wiped away. And so now part of that conundrum is resolved, and macroeconomists will feel more confident that the real economy really is as strong as the GDP numbers suggest. There's still a pretty wide divergence in just this last quarter, the Q2 data, 2.1% growth versus just 0.7% growth. So we'll have to see what happens in the coming months with that. And then the last takeaway is that the U.S. consumer may be getting a little shaky. Personal consumption was revised downwards quite dramatically. And that's really the engine of this economy.
I'm going to backtrack a little bit, Julia, because we just spewed out sort of all these numbers at people. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they really understand, because we said this was a revised report. So can you talk to us a little bit about why the report was revised? And I know this is something that happens all the time, but I don't think people understand that. You know, what the report initially said and what the revision suggests.
Sure. So the U.S. economy is massively complex, and it's impossible to gather all this data in real time. So the government agencies, the statistical agencies, are constantly making methodological improvements and using new sources of data. And so here they've gone and revised the numbers going back years using a new, better methodology and more comprehensive data. There were fears that this GDP growth number might be revised downwards because in recent months there's been a huge divergence, a historical record divergence between two measures of the size of the economy. One thing we do is measure how much people spend, and the other thing we do is measure how much people earn. And those things should be the same, because someone buying an egg in one store is another person earning that money. There was a massive divergence between those numbers, with the GDI number suggesting that perhaps the real economy was much weaker. But now it looks as though actually, the last year or two, the economy has been strong. Both numbers point in the same direction. And the growth that this economy is experiencing is remarkable, given the usually the normal effect of very high interest rates.
Love to hear a little bit of good news about the economy. Julia, thank you.
Thank you.